speaking in the manner that we usually speak. When the sun reaches its summit and begins its descent, that is when the afternoon begins. You know, even in Spanish, when we get to the hours of the afternoon, we say tarde. Right? In other words, the first evening is when the sun begins setting from the meridian. The second evening is when the sun actually sets at sundown. Now the question is, what would be between the two evenings? Between the two evenings would be the 9th hour or 3 o'clock. Because the 9th hour was 3 o'clock. 3rd hour was 9 o'clock. That's when Jesus was crucified. The 6th hour would have been noon, and the 9th hour was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. In other words, Jesus died at the precise moment that the Passover lamb was supposed to be what? Was supposed to be sacrificed. 3 o'clock on what Christians call Good Friday. Now I want to read a passage in Scripture that gives us the sequence of days of the Passion of Christ. I want to show you that Jesus died on Friday. He was buried in the tomb and remained in the tomb all day Sabbath. And He resurrected on the first day of the week. Luke 23, verses 54 to 56. Here you find the chronological sequence. We know that He died at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Which day? Let's notice. That day, this is when Jesus was crucified and died, that day was the preparation. And the Sabbath drew near. So had the Sabbath begun yet? No. It was Friday. Verse 55. And the women who had come with Him from Galilee followed after, and they observed the tomb and how His body was laid. Then they returned and prepared spices and fragrant oils, and they rested on the Sabbath according to the commandment. What did the ladies do outside the tomb? They what? They rested. Let me ask you, was there an urgency to get the body of Jesus off of the cross on Friday? Yes. Why was there urgency to get it off the cross? Because He could not be on the cross on the Sabbath. There's a deeper intent than that, than the legalism of the Jews. You see, when the Sabbath began, Jesus had to be already prepared, like the Passover lamb after it was killed, it had to be prepared. And then later on, probably at sundown, then they ate the Passover lamb. You see, Jesus died at 3 o'clock. His body needed to be prepared in order to be buried so that His body would rest in the tomb all of the day Sabbath. In other words, Jesus did in redemption what He did at creation. On the cross, on the 6th day, He says, "It is finished." We read the word finished in Genesis after 6 days of work. Jesus is saying, I have bought back the human race. I have paid the price of redemption. And then He breathed His last, and He was put in the tomb, and He rested in the tomb on Sabbath. Now, in order to fully understand this, we need to go to Exodus chapter 16. The Sabbath in redemption. You see, there was a reason why Jesus had to remain in the tomb on the Sabbath. Exodus 16, 19 to 21. And Moses said,